Yes, my dear friend, welcome back to the channel. Very good morning to you wherever you are on the globe, on the continent of Africa, in Europe, in America, in Canada, Australia, already in Southeast Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, it is our match day. Chelsea Copenhagen, Conference League football tonight. Oh yes, tonight, late night football. 8 p.m.? Yes, 8 p.m. in Africa. Dear friends, before we go into the preview of the game later tonight or later this afternoon, quickly, I have a few things to talk about. And I'm starting this morning on Jadon Sancho. Dear friends, there have been few news about Jadon Sancho in the past days. What is his current contract situation with Manchester United and Chelsea? Well, we've come to understand that though there were terms agreed between Chelsea and United, there's no conditions or terms agreed between the player and Chelsea right now. Means that the player right now is not sure how much Chelsea are going to be paying him, as to his wages, his salary, or terms of his contract with Chelsea right now. There is no agreement between Jadon Sancho and Chelsea. Will Chelsea be letting the player go back to United at the end of the season? Right now, dear friend, even if we have a fee to pay for United, even if Chelsea have a fee to pay to send Sancho back, if we have a fee to pay, which will be a penalty to send Sancho back to Man United, I don't think Chelsea will do that. I don't personally think that Chelsea will do that. You see, 23 million for him, for a player like Sancho, no matter how you want to look at it, it's a good deal. 23 million pounds for Jadon Sancho. No matter how you want to look at it, right now as we speak, he is a good deal for Chelsea. Oh yes. Plus, at the end of the day, he might not be on the same salary or wages as he was on United. A player that is willing to have a permanent place in a Premier League, I don't think Sancho will demand for the same amount he's been taking with United. No. Why waste extra £5 million trying to pay a penalty for him? £5 million as a penalty to pay for Sancho. If you minus the 5 million from the 23 million, how much is it? You are talking about 18 million here, right? So it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Or even more, to buy a player like Sancho. If you want to buy a player like Sancho right now, you might get him even higher than that price. Now, if Chelsea secured him from United for 23 million, and we are able to sell him for 30 million, dear friends, we still make a profit. So I don't see Chelsea letting him go. I know definitely there will be a negotiations that will suit both parties. You see, the beauty of having players on low wages is that they won't become difficult to sell on. They will not become difficult to sell on. If he goes out on loan for a year or two, he could cover that money as well. Yeah. So I think it's a pretty safe deal to make right now. If I am in a position to make decisions for Chelsea, it's a very good deal for Chelsea to make right now. There is no need to pay any fee to United to terminate the agreement. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my opinion on Jadon Sancho. I might not come back to this issue again. I've spoken a lot about it in the past few days. Now, quickly, PSG are in the quarterfinals of the Champions League, right? And we understand, PSG's coach, Luis Enrique, was brought in. He came on, he brought his own terms. He nearly became Chelsea coach. He nearly became our coach. But these are owners. They wanted a coach that would do yes, sir. Yes, boss. Yes, chairman. And Luis Enrique was not ready to do that. That is why we didn't, would have gotten our own Luis Enrique Moreno under this new ownership. By now, trust me, Chelsea would have been on a different level. You see, 2 seasons ago, right, if my memory serves me right, PSG had players like Messi, Neymar. Yes, Messi, you get me right. They had Messi, they had Neymar, they had Mbappe. Yet, they could not achieve what they are achieving this season. The style of football they were playing was not as beautiful as they are playing right now. If you ask my opinion, this season, PSG and Luis Enrique, they are playing one of the most beautiful footballs and they are attacking their midfield alone. I envy Luis Enrique's midfield. I envy their midfield. Trust me. Perfect blend of experience is what they have in that midfield. They also have a top goalkeeper, top-notch goalkeepers. In fact, experience despite only 26. Yes. Perfect blend of experience they have with top-notch goalkeeper and a hungry young players all blend together. Take away Messi, take out Neymar, take away Mbappe. Yet, if you look at the team right now, PSG right now, with their midfield that they hold, trust me, I am tipping them to get to the finals of this Champions League. Amazing what can happen. What can happen when you calculate the rebuild process that they went through and what we went through in the past 2 seasons. Just like PSG, but right now they seem to be far ahead of us in the rebuild process. Why? Compare it and contrast. They bought young players, they bought experience, they blend together. Come on, guys. Just consider how much stronger our attack. Consider how much stronger our attack has become in this season compared to last season. Just have you ever thought about it? The strength of our attack this season compared to last season. The same time that Luis Enrique started rebuilding PSG. Compare our attack right now to our attack last season under Pochettino. Dear friends, if you have forgotten, let me remind you quickly. 2023-2024 season, Chelsea's attack had Madrid, Raheem Sterling, Armando Broja, Noni Madueke, Cole Palmer, and Nicola Jackson. Let me take it again for you. Madrid was our attack last season. Raheem Sterling, Armando Broja, Noni Madueke, Cole Palmer, and Nicola Jackson. These were Chelsea's attack last season. Now, this season, we are expected to be better than last season. And therefore, we bought more players to beef our attack. And we let go certain players. Armando Broja is no longer with us. Raheem Sterling is not there. Now, we have Madrid was around until the issue of the drug came in. Now, this 2024-2025 season, look at our attack. Sancho, Pedro Neto, Felix until he's gone for 6 months for his loan. Nkuku, Cole Palmer, Madueke, Gui, and Jackson. This is an upgrade on our front line from last season. It is an upgrade, clear upgrade. Any team that has Sancho, Pedro Neto, Felix, we allow him to go. Christopher Nkuku, Cole Palmer, Madueke, Gui, and Jackson. Listen, our attack this season is far stronger compared to last season. No doubt about it. Do you agree with me? Let me hear from you in the comment section. Do you agree with me? Tonight, remember we have our game. I might be having my first watch along tonight. Let me hear from you. Do you want us to have a watch along? You let me know. That means we must come live and then we watch the game together. Watch along. Very possible. It depends. Let me hear from you in the comment section whether you think we should go watch along tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, quickly looking at our training over the week. It's your breakfast. I will not take much time. Today being Thursday and we have a game against Arsenal on Sunday. I saw Rhys James, who was not part of our last game, last Sunday training yesterday, and I was like, wow, our captain is back. But on a second thought, I have that feeling that we don't need to make use of Rhys James tonight. I have that feeling that we should rather reserve Reece James against Arsenal. Reece James, right now, we need to know how to manage him to be fit throughout. And he cannot play 90 minutes, every every 2-3 days. So, though he's back, I will expect Reece James, maybe on a bench, he can come on the last 10-15 minutes. Okay, I'll be all right with that. But Maresca speaking about a player like Jackson in his press conference yesterday, late night press conference. Yeah, when I brought the press conference to you guys, you don't want to watch it. I brought his video to you to watch. You guys don't want to watch his main videos. Anyway, Maresca speaking about Jackson and Noni Madueke, he said, Jackson and Noni will be back after the international break. Jackson and Noni Madueke, they will be back after the international break. That is the only time they will be better to play. Yes, meanwhile, he also made it clear that Romeo Lavia has not been registered for the Conference League. I forgot this earlier in the week. Romeo Lavia has not been registered to be part of this squad. So we are not expecting Lavia in tonight's game. Dear friends, Romeo has not been registered for tonight's game. For the Conference League. Yeah. So he made that also very clear. He said he's not in the Conference League squad, unfortunately. The target is the same as Reece James, to be fit until the end and play as much as he can. Ladies and gentlemen, it is what it is. It is what it is. Now, I'm about to run up a little bit on Copenhagen. From our coach, what did he say about the game tonight? He said, I was surprised because I watched many games. They were off the ball defending with a line of 4. And against us, they were line of 5. The reason why we were surprised was because we had to adapt. We will see tomorrow, which is today, how they will be. He's still talking about the surprise, Copenhagen pull on us when we visited. The same thing he said about a game against Leicester. He prepared 4 back line, and then all of a sudden, Copenhagen came with 5 back line. Then we will have to adapt to their situation, which is expected. Our head coach, this is what we keep saying. You see, coaches like Luis Enrique will not make this kind of comments because you are always expecting your opponent to change his tactics against you. You don't ever expect your coach, your opposition coach, to maintain, knowing that you have studied his game plan. You come with something different. Dear friend, now before I let you go, 27 seconds into the game. Yes, fastest Champions League goal scored by an English player in history. 27 seconds into the game, fastest Champions League goal scored by an English player in history. Dear friend, who is that? Conor Gallagher. Gallagher scoring the first goal in the Champions League for Atletico Madrid. Unfortunately for Gallagher and Atletico, they are out. Yes, on penalties. On penalties, anything could happen. On penalties, and trust me, there is a controversy ongoing right now. I watched that video, the penalty kick by Vinicius. Vinicius? I watched that penalty kick severally. Alvarez. I watched the penalty kick severally. He slipped, or is he slept? The leg actually, from different angles, the leg actually didn't touch the ball. I didn't see, when I watched it from the front angle, if I still have the video, I'll show it to you guys. The leg did not touch the ball, but the referee says otherwise, that the leg, is like touch before the kick. So the penalty for Alvarez was ruled out. Otherwise, that would have been a winning penalty for, Atletico. Yeah, then from nowhere, the last kick, which has to be Anthony Rudiger for Real Madrid, came on and smashed it. And then Real Madrid are through to the quarterfinals. Real Madrid are through to, it's rather unfortunate Conor Gallagher could not make it to the quarterfinals. Well, also the news coming up is that Chelsea have no intention of selling Enzo Fernandez to Real Madrid next summer, despite Real Madrid's links. Chelsea has no interest in selling Enzo Fernandez to Real Madrid, despite the links coming out. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy, Anthony Rudiger, is another monster on his own. Rudiger. I don't know why Chelsea let all these guys left free. Anthony Rudiger, right there on your screen, dear friend. All right, quickly. On the screen right now, as you can see, is Stamford Bridge. Stadium redevelopment project. Are we to continue to stay here? Should we break down this stadium as you can see on your screen? Or Chelsea should move to a new site? It all depends. But ladies and gentlemen, that is Stamford Bridge on your screen. The entirety of the view. The hotel, there's a building at the back. That is Chelsea Hotel. For those of you who are not familiar with the place, that is Chelsea Hotel. Yeah. Should we break down the hotel and expand the place? Then if you look at the front side, that is where if Chelsea have to redevelop, they are not thinking about, breaking down the hotel. They are thinking about the front side, the right side of it, where they can redevelop that side, to accommodate more 20,000 fans, making it 60,000 plus. Dear friends, it is what it is. It is what it is. Well, guys, it's your breakfast. I'll be back with more exclusives and your match preview. Yes, match preview later in the afternoon. I'll see you all in the next one when you see me. Shalom and peace.